If you have ever wondered whether buying a foreclosure is a great deal or a huge mistake, this video is for you. There is a lot of misinformation out there about foreclosures. Some people think every foreclosure is a bargain. Others think they're too risky to even consider. And the truth is, the answer is somewhere in the middle. When you understand how the foreclosure process works, you can uncover some incredible opportunities. But you also need to know what pitfalls to avoid. So in this video, I'm going to explain what foreclosures are, how banks sell them, how to prepare before you make an offer, and the biggest mistakes I see buyers make. So let's get started. Does more foreclosures mean the housing market is crashing? This is probably the biggest myth I hear. The answer is not necessarily. Every housing market has foreclosures. People lose jobs, some experience medical emergencies, some go through divorce, others inherit financial challenges they simply cannot overcome. And those situations happen in every market. Seeing more foreclosure inventory does not automatically mean that we're headed for another 2008 style housing crash. Sometimes it simply means that more homes are becoming available for buyers, and depending on your local market, that can create opportunities. So what is a foreclosure? Let's start with the basics. A foreclosure happens when a homeowner falls behind on their mortgage payments, and after the legal foreclosure process, the lender takes ownership of the property. If the home does not sell at the foreclosure auction, it becomes what's known as an REO property. And that simply means the bank now owns the home and is trying to sell it. So many of the foreclosure opportunities buyers see online are actually REO properties. One reason many buyers like bank-owned homes is that title has often already gone through the foreclosure process. The bank's goal is usually pretty simple. They want to sell the property. Banks generally are not in the business of owning real estate. They're in the business of lending money. So once they take ownership, they typically want to move the property and recover as much of the outstanding loan balance as possible. Now that doesn't mean every foreclosure is a bargain. Some are priced aggressively. Others may need repairs. Each property needs to be evaluated individually. So before you even start shopping for foreclosures, I strongly recommend getting fully pre-approved by a lender. Notice I said pre-approved, not just pre-qualified, and there's a big difference. A pre-qualification is usually based on information you provide, and a pre-approval involves the lender reviewing your credit, income, employment, assets, and documentation to determine how much you qualify to borrow. When you're competing for a foreclosure, especially a desirable one, being fully pre-approved makes your offer much stronger. It also helps you shop with confidence because you'll know exactly what price range fits your budget. So can you finance a foreclosure? Absolutely. So one misconception is that you have to pay cash for every foreclosure, and that's simply not true. Many foreclosure buyers use financing, and depending on the condition of the property and your qualifications, you may be able to use FHA financing, VA, USDA, conventional. The right loan depends on both the buyer and the condition of the home. If the property has major health or safety issues, certain loan programs may require repairs before they'll finance it. And that's another reason why having an experienced lender and real estate agent on your team is so important. And if you've watched any of my videos before, if you want to personally talk to me, click the link below. I'll respond within 24 hours and I can get you going on the lending side or connect you with an amazing real estate agent in your area. Many buyers assume foreclosure homes are hidden somewhere that only investors know about. The reality is much simpler. Many bank-owned properties are listed right on the MLS, the multiple listing service, just like traditional homes. So that means your real estate agent can often help you find them. There are also foreclosure websites and public auction listings that track properties in different stages of foreclosure. Some buyers explore those options as well. The important thing is make sure you're working with an accurate, up-to-date information instead of relying on outdated listings you may find online. Now, timing matters. One thing I always tell buyers is this: don't wait until you found the perfect foreclosure before talking to a lender. Get prepared first, because when a well-priced foreclosure hits the market, it often attracts a lot of attention. And if you are already pre-approved, you've done your homework and you know your budget, you'll be in a much stronger position to act quickly when the right opportunity comes along. So preparation does not guarantee you'll get the home, but it absolutely gives you an advantage. Step 2, never skip the home inspection. One of the biggest myths about buying a foreclosure is that you're buying it as is, so there's no point in getting a home inspection. Please don't make that mistake. As is simply means the seller, often the bank, is not going to agree to make repairs before closing. It does not mean that you should skip your due diligence. In fact, inspections become even more important when you're buying a foreclosure. Many of these homes have been vacant for months and sometimes even longer. Without regular maintenance, small problems can become expensive ones. So what should you inspect? A standard home inspection is a great place to start, but depending on the property, you may also want additional inspections. Some include a sewer scope, especially for older homes with mature trees, a septic inspection if the property is not connected to city sewer, a well inspection if the home has a private well, a roof inspection if the roof appears older or has signs of wear. You can get the HVAC tested to make sure heating and cooling systems are functioning properly. Now, the goal is not to scare yourself out of buying a home. The goal is to understand exactly what you're purchasing before you become the owner. So vacant homes can have hidden issues, and many foreclosures sit vacant before they are sold. So that can create issues that buyers do not immediately notice. For example, plumbing leaks after the water is turned back on, frozen or burst pipes in colder climates, roof leaks that were not repaired, mold caused by long-term moisture, missing appliances or mechanical equipment, deferred maintenance that built up over time. Some homes need very little work and others may require significant repairs. So that's why every property should be evaluated individually. Now, is every foreclosure a great deal? Not necessarily. Just because a home is bank owned does not automatically mean it's underpriced. Some foreclosures are excellent values, others are priced close to market value because they're already in good condition. The best question is not, is this a foreclosure? The better question is this home a good value compared to similar homes in the area? And that's where having an experienced real estate agent becomes incredibly valuable. You should know your repair budget. Before making an offer, ask yourself, can I comfortably afford the repairs this home might need? It's easy to focus on the purchase price, but do not forget to budget for things like paint, flooring, appliances, roof repairs, plumbing. You could have HVAC repairs, landscaping, electrical updates, and sometimes spending a little more on a home in better condition actually saves you money in the long run. So do not let emotions make the decision for you. It's easy to get excited when you think you found an incredible deal, but this is where buyers sometimes get into trouble. If the inspection uncovers major issues that don't fit your budget or your goals, don't be afraid to walk away. There will always be another home. And buying the wrong property simply because you don't want to lose it can become much more expensive than waiting for the right one. So work with the right team when buying a foreclosure is a little different than buying a traditional home. That's why it helps to work with professionals who understand the process. You'll want a knowledgeable lender, an experienced real estate agent, a qualified home inspector, a reputable title company, and having the right teams can make the process much smoother and help you avoid costly surprises. So my final thoughts is the foreclosures can be an incredible opportunity, and they can also require more research, patience, and due diligence than a traditional home purchase. The key is not simply finding a foreclosure, the key is finding the right foreclosure, one that fits your budget, one that's in a location you love, and one that still makes financial sense after you account for any repairs or updates. So if you approach the process with good information and the right professionals on your side, buying a foreclosure can be a fantastic way to build equity and become a homeowner. If you'd like help getting connected with a real estate agent that can help you with foreclosures, reach out to that link below and I'll connect within 24 hours. And I'd love to see how I can help on the lending side. We can help in almost all 50 states. Click that link below. I'll respond in the next 24 hours and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye.
I can put you in a house on a hill, put you in a condo in the city, put you in a mansion, put you in a mansion in Miami, put you in a mansion in Beverly Hills, put you in a mansion. I can put you in a mansion.